Hello and welcome back to EGL Open 2015 here live from Blackpool. Myself, Rel, and Stealth going to be guiding you through loser bracket or lower bracket round number 4. It's going to be Millennium Hope going up against Odin. So, Stealth, I mean, both of these guys on the last lifeline already knocked into the lower bracket, all to play for in this best of 5.
Oh yeah, it's going to be extremely interesting to see. I mean, Odin, losing early on, losing 3-0 to Orion, I believe, meaning that they went down to that lower bracket quite early on.
Yeah.
Millennium, however, they fell short to the last game's winners, Exertus. So, I mean, they got a little bit more further in that winners bracket, but they are now in the lower bracket, and then, again, last lifeline.
This is it, and a lot of pressure being applied to both of these teams. Of course, only one can advance to lower bracket round number 5. I mean, a little bit about these teams. Millennium, quite a young squad, Millennium, actually coming off the back of a LAN victory in France earlier this month as well. So, of course, a very talented group of young players. We can see Coach Samish there, a long-standing member of the Millennium community as well. And, of course, Odin. I mean, we've been getting some love for them off Twitter. I actually got a tweet from Hanksy just declaring Kieran from Odin as the best player in Europe. That's exactly what he said. He wanted that to be known, so keep an eye out for him. And this is Millennium, who's up on your screen now. Carbon, Zeke, Pastique, and Cammy's Carbon, the younger brother of Gatarga, the infamous French monster.
Everyone loves him. It's a little bit disappointing he's not here this weekend, but, I suppose we can just deal with Carbon.
His brother's representing, yeah. And as we say, his brother, a very, very good player. I mean, he's won a French championship. He's a very talented young player, probably going to come to his own and continue competing as time goes by. And of course, this is Odin, Kieran, Air, Famey, and Dex. They are going to be the competitors. They've made it all the way to lower bracket round number 4. Both of these teams have victories, but both have tasted defeat as well. And it all comes down to this. Now, Detroit Hardpoint, the first map.
Oh, I love Detroit Hardpoint. It's one of my favorite game and map combinations in the entire Advanced Warfare rotation, and I love how this one works.
All right, well, I think we're going to see some very fast-paced gameplay from Millennium. It's what we've seen so far from actually watching them compete, which is quite a contrast to what we actually saw from the French community in older Call of Duty titles. They're the most ever-changing community in terms of strategy for Call of Duty, I've got to say.
Well, it's going to be interesting then to see what they can do, but we're going to hop on board with Odin off the start. It's going to be Famey using the ASM-1.
All right, well, here we go with Famey. And Hardpoint in general, my absolute favorite game type. It can get so close. Of course, the first spawn of the Hardpoint location is going to be that central Atlas cube, and immediately it is going to be Millennium that breach into there. Yeah,
it's going to be Cammy trying to lock down this Hardpoint for as long as possible. He is managing to stretch us out to 10 consecutive points. However, it is getting contested there. It's going to be Dex. Dex who's going to try to push through.
There we go, watching Cammy's now, who does get shut down once more, still on board with Millennium. Pastique, not yet to find anyone. That's his first engagement, and it doesn't go in his favor. It is going to be Odin who are trying to pull this back, though, now. Yeah,
Famey now inside the hardpoint, trying to get these few extra points. They are just pulling it back by little by little. However, he does get contested and taken out from behind. Zeke there. Trying to push his way through. He does pick up one. He picks up a second one as well before being Dex with a massive 2-piece to shut him down.
There we go with Dex now still on that hardpoint area. 4 kills, only 3 deaths, doing quite well for his team. And as we say, getting involved in all of those engagements. It's going to be Cammy's who's advancing, trying to secure some points. This is very back and to play, an even start so far. Yeah,
Dex is going to try and look out towards the side green. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to react in time, as it is Zeke who pushes through and gets a 2-piece for his troubles. Now on board with Zeke, as he does get contention in front of him. Unfortunately, does get taken out.
Oh, well, it's, as we say, very back and 2 here. No one's really got a grasp on this game so far. Switching around, kills being exchanged on board with Air, though, trying to get into green, but again getting shut down. Carbon doing a great job of holding that hardpoint area.
Yeah, this is a great start for both sides. It's very much contested, very close at this minute in time. However, Cammy picks up one from inside the corner. Carbon now looking to patrol around the back end area. Cammy, though, staying in this corner, not really coming up against anything, as everyone else is just doing all the work for him.
Yep, and he's doing his role very well here. There was no need for him to overextend, but when he was left all on his own, he had to go for that challenge. Didn't work out for them, though, and Odin fight back. They are trailing by quite a significant amount of points, but they've got a good rotation here going immediately. It's going to be Air. Sorry, wrong person. Because it's going to be Dexity that actually gets into that hardpoint area.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does get shut down. Carbon there picks up Dex. Cammy actually picks up one for his own. Carbon has been stunned and does get shut down. It's Famey with a 2-piece before Zeke trades that one out.
Still now with one of the Millennium team. It's Cammy's 6-6. Fairly standard performance from him. Wanting to make a move here as this hardpoint area goes under contest. It's going to be Millennium that come out trumps. 4 kills back-to-back, 5 for the team in quick succession, and Odin really struggling against this French lineup.
Yeah, Dex actually takes out Cammy in the end. Carbon actually takes out Dex, so it's nice trades coming in. However, Pastic's trying to lock down the spawns. He does get shut down from Kieran, as Zeke's now just trying to push his way through. He has 16 seconds left on this hardpoint before the rotation comes in. However, they'll be thinking about that probably in the next few seconds.
Yeah, Zeke's is having a great game, actually, and we're going to stick on board with him now and see if he can produce some more of those insane shots. Great snapshots that we're seeing from him as well, as he throws himself into danger, comes head-to-head. Is he going to be able to make it? No, he's not, and Odin managed to get 2 successful kills back-to-back.
Yeah, nicely done. Air there with a stun. He completely misses that one. Does tag up his own teammate, not going to help him there. However, it is 3 players down, and it will be Kieran trying to get into any sort of position. He does well to stay alive there.
And we'll stay on Kieran. He's got that hot free streak going at the moment. Finally, that spree is ended, though, as Carbon denies Odin from actually advancing any further. That's must be the 4th 2-piece I've seen from him. That's all we're seeing. 15-9. Carbon really flying the French flag here.
Yeah, he's doing great. He's on a 3-point streak at this minute in time. He's going to get contested by one more player. Manages to pick up that one. Nice and easy. Another contention coming in. Manages to pick up that one as well. 5 points in a row, and he's just
wow.
enjoying it. Look at him go. No one can stop him.
Oh my goodness, they're making this way too easy for them. They're just rolling into there, not even challenging him in that corner. That's a 7-kill streak now for Carbon. We've got to stay on board with him. I know he's not advancing all that much, but do you know what? I'll keep an eye on him on that minimap because we do want to follow the action, but we will switch back over to him as soon as he gets involved.
Yeah, now on board with Zeke, who's firing nades across, hoping to connect. However, there was a trophy system in the way. He does pick up one as he boosts over towards the blue wall, though. Carbon picks up one.
No,
picks up
Carbon!
2 more. Oh my god, Carbon behave.
Have Carbon there with a huge 3-piece. They lined up perfectly for him, and I believe that must have advanced to it must have been close to a 10 streak that he was on there.
I think it was a 10 streak.
10 streak for Carbon, 22-10. Oh, that just worked out perfectly for him. Just started shooting at 1 player, pretty much took out 3 as a result.
Yeah, nicely done. Carbon match picks up 1 before being traded out. Air though with a nice 2-piece before Dexy takes out his own teammate Pastic there. Good 2-piece for him. He's got to just stay in fire, making sure that they don't push any further through lockers. He's going to see a couple of players ahead of him. Free Fire picks up 1. No, he actually doesn't actually pick it up. He gets the assist as Zeke gets a 2-piece for himself.
Wow, them trophy systems really coming into play there. You could just see every single grenade being thwarted. Mid-air goes for the melee, unable to connect though for Pastic. And you can just see from the score difference here, Millennium completely outclassing Odin despite their best efforts.
Yeah, they're doing as much as they can, but when you're coming up against a squad like this, it's very, very difficult. Zeke now pushing through, gets 1 kill for himself. He's going to push through towards this hospital area, sees 1, gets the kill. Unfortunately, decides to duck out of the way and out of that gunfight instead of challenging it.
Yeah, Zeke bobbing and weaving there, but the man of the hour has got to be Carbon. Some insane plays we've seen from him so far. 25-12, still getting involved, thrown himself onto those hardpoint areas. 5 captures to his name as well, and this is all Millennium. We have not seen much at all from Odin.
Now, they had a bright start, but unfortunately they weren't able to continue that through.
Yeah.
So that we really got to expect them to push it a little bit further, you know. I mean, it's a very tough opponent, but you got to keep going.
Well, they are not giving up yet. This is still technically possible for them to bring back. It would be an unreal comeback if they somehow managed to take this game, but still possible. Millennium, though, advancing that scoreline even further, almost hitting 200 points before Odin have hit 60.
Yeah, I know, and that's a big, big gap in the half. I mean, you don't want to be going into the second half, or even at any point down by 140. It's extremely difficult. I mean, it's demoralizing alone to try and come back from that.
Well, we're going to see if they can pull it off here now with Kieran. Gets shut down as he tries to push into green. The hardpoint area went under contest for a brief moment, but it is Famy that's going to be able to reclaim it. He's on there all on his own, and he's really going to need the support of his teammates now because Millennium are flooding in, and he does go down. It's going to go into Millennium hands.
Yeah, he needed to win that gunfight just to give his team any sort of hope in trying to bring this one back. However, Zeke's inside the hardpoint. He does get taken out by Air. Air pushes through, but Cammy is there to shut him down before Famy trades it out.
And Cammy's there, 3 kills actually picked up very, very quickly. Big 3-piece for him, but once again, it's Carbon making the moves, getting shut down in green though, leaving Cammy's all by himself. It's not going to matter all that much, only the scrap points to play for, and who's going to be on the rotation? It looks like it will be Odin.
Yeah, Odin have all 4 players rotated all the way around. However, it will be Carbon inside that hardpoint. That's not the person you want to meet inside there, but Odin break it nicely, and will be trying to pick up as many points as possible. Has Cammy boost to the front window before getting shut down by Air.
Wow, and This has been a very, very one-sided game, Stealth. We are seeing Odin show this sign of resistance now, but it's just not enough at all. Some great kills there by Kieran. Very difficult to make those.
Yeah, nice trade there from Famey, but it might be just too late for them. I mean, Dex is now trying to pop inside the hardpoint, pick up as many points as possible, but he needs to lock it down for the entire duration. I mean, literally, every single point needs to go in favor of Odin now.
It's not going to happen. I believe it's actually mathematically impossible. Even at this stage now, it's going to be game over, and that is going to mean Millennium are taking the first map by a huge margin still.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start for them. That's what they need, especially coming off of the loss of Exertus. So they're going to pick themselves up. They're going to take map number 1 of this best of 5 series. 250 to 87.
Yeah, they made that look extremely easy as well, and there really wasn't much from Odin there that we could compliment, I guess. I mean, there were some brief moments where they were getting into the hard point, but every time they did, it was Millennium that were driving them back out. And something you touched on there before, Stealth, Millennium actually getting knocked down by Exertus, who have found themselves in the upper bracket semi-final now, where they'll meet Infused. Exertus playing incredible. He just knocked out Excel as well, 3-1, or knocked them down.
And Excel was one of the favourites of finishing within the top 4 replacements as well.
Yep.
So, I mean, for Millennium themselves to get knocked out by that Exertus squad, I mean, it's demoralising because they're such a strong squad. But,
yep.
I mean, they can pick themselves up now.
They certainly can, and of course, with it being a double elimination bracket, it doesn't matter what stage you go down into the lower bracket, it is still all to play for. You can advance all the way through. We've seen it happen many times and still have your shot at that championship. It's the final Advanced Warfare event here. EGL Open, we're going to go to a very quick break before we get into the next game. Don't go anywhere.